everybody. Welcome to the Dice Tower. I'm Tom Vasel.
I'm Zee Garcia.
I'm Mike DiLisio.
We thought we would come and everybody would just leave. So we're glad some of you are sticking around. So we're doing a top 5 list today. But as always, when we come to this convention, we want to save some time when you come by the booth. So if you want to know, do we like this convention? Yes. Are we tired? Yes. When are we leaving? Tomorrow. What's the best game here? I don't know. Those are the questions everyone asks. Now you don't have to ask them.
Thanks, folks.
Goodbye. So we're doing a top 5 today. So we're doing our top 5 hot takes. So these are, what is the definition of a hot take?
It's like an incendiary opinion.
Yes, it's incendiary. It's hot. It's just something that is going to hopefully provoke some kind of a reaction.
Yes.
From you, the crowd. We want you to do the heavy lifting.
Well, recently we had a video that we did. You might have seen it, where we took hot takes from the audience. You guys emailed us. You sent them in. And we did a video responding to those. Well, we're turning it around. We're doing the hot takes. You're responding. Okay? They're on board. That guy's on board.
Yeah.
So I'll ask you, do you agree or not agree? And you can let us know. If you don't agree with these guys, that would be very helpful to me. So,
do we have like a competition going between us?
I think so.
Okay.
Who can Tom disagree with more? Is that
No, that's not what I...
Oh.
No, what?
I don't know.
Who's got the best hot takes?
Yeah. Oh,
You're first.
Oh, I'm first.
you're first.
All right, there we go. Let's go.
Oh, you wrote a whole paragraph? I just wrote a word.
I wrote bullet points, Tom. I have bullet points. Let's go. Let's start off with this. And this is a little bit Dice Tower reviewer-centric here.
Oh.
Okay? A 6 is a good score. It's a good score. It's above average. I play games that are 6 all the time. Just because I don't necessarily recommend it for a purchase doesn't mean it's not worthy to play. A 6 is a fine score. Am I right? It's good.
No. And I'll tell you why. If I came home with my test and I said, Mom, I got 6 out of 10, she would not say good.
Well, we had a very different upbringing, you and I, Tom.
Well, no, I understand because usually you got a 2 or 3.
Right.
So they were like, finally a 6.
That's correct. The 6 was the high end of the scale. No, we get a lot of feedback. Anything that's not rated an 8 or higher, this game is trash. No, a 6 is a fine game. I just don't necessarily...
is okay.
Yeah, fine.
I don't have time to play okay games.
Oh, I have time. I got nothing but time to play okay games, Tom.
I think a 6 is a game that's very much could be someone's game.
Yeah.
I just think because we play a lot of games, it doesn't rise to the top. But I think your favorite game being a 6 to Mike is perfectly fine. A 2, a 3, and that's your favorite game, you should play more games.
Quick show of hands. If you see a review with a score of 6, do you consider it a bad game? Show of hands if you think, yes, a 6, you think it's a bad game. I need to reevaluate everything I know about my job.
But do you think it's a good game? Who thinks that 6 is a good game? And who thinks it's an okay game at 6?
There we go.
Thank you. That's what I said.
That's what I said. It's not a bad game. It's a fine game.
I think that's okay. That's fair.
All right.
What do you got?
What do you got?
Oh, all right.
You really did write like one word, didn't you?
You did.
Okay.
I am almost completely over miniatures. I think that any game is perfectly fine with standees, and that miniatures are wasting space and taking up too much in my games these days. With some exceptions, there are a couple games where miniatures are nice, but most miniature boxes most games do not need to be the size of China. I am okay with a box that's smaller but full of nice acrylic standees. Better than miniatures.
No.
Tom, I think we should have discussed what happens if we have very similar choices.
I know where I'm at.
Yes.
I didn't do this opinion in America.
No, you did not.
I did it here.
Yeah. Or the UK. They'd eat you alive.
That's right.
The Warhammer 40K people, they would assassinate me afterwards. Games Workshop's not here, right?
No, I think
so. I'm okay.
You're okay.
So
I agree with you.
I'm saying I agree, and I had a very similar pick. Yes.
I agree with you up to a point. The obvious failing of the acrylic standee is it looks great from here, it looks great from here, and that's it. and that's 2 spots around a table where that acrylic looks good. I have to put up now with looking at the side of a thin slice of plastic so that it looks pretty to you, and I don't like that.
I don't particularly want to look at the side of an orc. How about that?
The back of an orc is really the best angle.
That's why you have a rectangle table. We both sit on 2 sides.
That's right.
But also, I like really nice wooden pieces.
Yes.
What's that game that we got here with the giant monsters?
Oh, yeah, Children of the Colossi.
Yeah, that has giant wooden pieces. Those look great.
Screen printed wood, acrylic.
Yeah. And then you don't have your problem.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
Oh, what do you think? Who agrees with me? Who disagrees? Minis are great.
There's
All
a
right.
few people. There's a few. The Brits definitely are like, no, minis are great. All right, my number 1 here. They're not ranked or anything. Just my first one. Most expansions are a net negative.
Oh, my gosh, you guys picked
Adding more rules, more setup, and more exceptions than actually fun.
Did you notice no one clapped for yours?
I noticed, but I also noticed the ones that are clapping ones are my other picks.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
That's why you
I
should
think
have
a
brought 7.
lot of little expansions are fine, especially the ones where you're adding more of something. Hey, this is another 20 cards, shuffle them in. Great, lovely, that's fine. Just don't misprint those so that they're slightly taller or a different shade of yellow, because then I go, rage mode. But if it's a whole thing with a new board and exceptions to how you set up the game, and now there's a new way to score, and there's another player, but now you're playing teams of 2. It's like, that's a different game. Just make that game too, man. But I really do think most expansions, when you get them, especially the bigger ones, that game's now going to hit the table less for you, not more. Especially at first, you'll bring it back, and then it comes out less. So I guess it's not that hot of a take. It seems like everybody's agreeing, but
I agree even more so when the big box and the expansions are included, that you play that less than you played the original game.
yeah.
I also don't like when expansions are almost marketed or billed as, well, this fixes the problems in the base game. That doesn't really sell me on your expansion, right?
Right.
It
Or
tells
your
me-
ability to make a good game.
Correct.
Hey, I finally fixed it. You should have done that before you sold it.
That's right. This one comes with a rule book. Oh, okay, that's fantastic.
We'll get to rule books later.
Yeah.
Hey, who agrees with Z?
They do, yeah. Look at that.
That's right.
I got the crowd.
Vociferous.
Who loves expansions? All right, I needed some people to be against you.
How many people here, their number 1 game that they came here for was an expansion?
Nope.
No one?
Not
Everyone
one
hates the
hand.
SETI
Some
expansion.
people, some
All
people.
right.
Who?
Was it SETI?
SETI in my spaghetti.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. What's my next one?
Just say one of ours. to
Where's
save
our
yourself
time?
trouble.
Is that shown anywhere?
Right there. on
Yeah,
that
it's right
screen.
there on the ground.
I see it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. I think I need to save my repeats towards the end. Here we go. So I am oftentimes associated with solo games. I love solo games, played solo games, reviewed many of them. But I think, on the opposition to a lot of solo gamers in that I don't think every game needs a solo mode.
Yes.
Right?
I've been saying that.
Yeah, no, this is not my hot take, but it's related.
Oh, okay.
I think we're getting to the point where not every game needs a distinct 2-player version of that game.
Oh.
Okay? Not every game
spin-off?
needs a duo or a duel. Just let the game be. Also, let Bruno Catala design multiplayer games again. This poor guy, he's being asked to redesign every game as a 2-player only experience.
Solitaire duel.
Such a thing exists, right?
Solitaire
for 2, yeah.
A real game, yeah.
That's
Look
right.
it up.
But, I understand that board gaming goes through trends, right? Things that become hot, and it's like, this is the next thing. But I do think that it's going to get more ridiculous than it already is feeling to me, where games that does it really need a 2-player only version? How about making games that have good 2-player?
Or the game is really good with 2.
That's what I'm saying.
like
yeah.
White Castle is really good with 2. Why
Right.
do
Yeah,
we need
but White Castle
Duel?
Duel exists.
Right.
And it probably has a great 3-player variant.
I agree. If you play 2 copies of White Castle Duel, you can play White Castle.
I love that.
right.
That's how you do it.
Exactly
as
right.
many copies as needed for your group.
How many people agree with me? There should never, ever be another one designed at. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. I lost you all. All right. Too many two-player? Yeah, only games? Thank you.
I have a question for you, Mike.
Okay.
How many two-player only trick-taking games did you get this week? Yeah.
Several. Most of the trick-taking games I got were two-player only.
Yeah.
Do you like when a game is 1 to 2 players and they're like, but you can go to 3 to 4 if you buy 2 copies?
I do not like that, Tom. I do not.
I always assume that the 3 to 4 player game is bad in that circumstance.
Yeah, I tend to think so. I mean, I'm sure there are exceptions. I'm sure there are some that works well. But that's another thing. I could have used that as a hot take, is that I really like when publishers will stand their ground. And if it's a 3 to 4 player game, they put 3 to 4 players in the box instead of calling it a 2 to 4 and put some janky 2-player edition in there.
Yes.
There you go.
All right. I will say that I don't care what the old people say. I think board game apps are not just good, but they're amazingly great for the hobby. And that games that use apps to score or to enhance the experience or to add things, I love that. I want to see more of it. And if you don't like it, I'm sorry. There's still millions of games to play without it. But I love apps and board games, and I think it brings more people in the hobby, and it's good.
Yeah, but that guy's a developer.
I agree with you to an extent. I'm not anti-app and board game, and I do especially like the scoring apps and things like that. I think those are very helpful, very useful.
Anything
Especially
that makes kids dumber at math.
Correct. Especially if it's web-based and you don't have to worry as much about it going away. But like, are you delineating that from games that require an app to play?
I think a game that requires an app to play is fine.
Okay.
First of all, we do that with our entire lives. You know this because if the internet turns off, my house falls apart. The kids are screaming and everyone's running around. And then people say, well, we shouldn't be looking at our phones, but we're not. We're all working together on one thing. I think it's good, and I think the people who are like opposed to them are missing out on a lot of fun games.
It's also a non-starter. It's not happening.
Yeah.
This fear of, hold on, this is going to take over. It just didn't happen. It was 3D TVs, guys. It just didn't happen. Okay? I know you bought one. I know you have those glasses somewhere in a drawer in your house. That TV's gone, and you know it. Next, the curved ones. What's up with... I'm off topic.
Why are we talking about TVs? But you're right. I almost bought a curved TV.
You dummy.
I never considered a curved TV. Happy to say.
Hey. All right, let's see.
Did we agree with me on the apps?
I agree with you. No, that's...
Apps,
okay.
people, yes.
They're
Who
not
wants less apps? Ooh,
Log on to the Spiel app and give us your vote.
this is the hottest take.
Okay, where am I at? Okay, my next one. Good gameplay should not be measured in hours. I don't care that you made a 100-hour campaign. Is the game good? Don't sell me on the fact that you made a monster. Is a session of that going to be enjoyable? I think we get the big eyes. There it is. That's how you do that. I rest my case. No, I think it's a lot of times we were sold on this. It's not called bloat, but it's bloat. This feeling of, this is the last game I'm ever going to need to buy. It says it plays 6 to 10 years. I'll be dead by then for sure, the way I eat. But then you next week are backing another one. So it doesn't really matter that the game plays 100 hours or goes on forever. I just need it to be good for 2. Repeatable 2 hours, and then I'm happy with that. So it's always, I don't know. I feel like we're putting too much stock in that idea of campaigns, bigger, better. I mean, Aeon Trespass Odyssey is a box this big, and it says it's part 1. Like,
Yep.
that's you guys are brave calling that part 1, you know? So
I think a lot of times it's sold as value, right? You've got all of these hundreds of hours that you have in this one game. where I'm very dubious on that notion.
Right.
Most people are not going to do that. Be honest here. Raise your hand if you've ever looked at one of these campaign games that go that amount of. Well, sure, yeah. That promise that amount of content. How many of you have ever thought, I bet they didn't play test every one of these scenarios?
Well, who here has finished a campaign game that's like 100 hours or so? Oh,
wow.
How many people have started them and they mean to finish it, and you still will someday, I hope? Because that's me.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many of you just lied?
No, I agree. I think that well, here's another one, right? How many of you would be interested in playing a game? You like the theme, you like the mechanisms, mechanics that you've seen, but it does not offer one-off scenarios and have not played the game because you just will not play a campaign game.
Or you start with some people and they leave, and then you're like, well, do we have to restart the game and do it again?
Every campaign game I've ever played, I played the first scenario 18 times.
Yes.
Then it's 12, 6, once, done, no, never, will, do that. Yeah, that's always the case.
Yeah, it's a cutoff with me. Like, I don't have an exact number, but if you go beyond
18.
12 to 15 sessions to finish your campaign, I'm just probably not going to play it.
Right.
Because I don't have that kind of time. I'm a very popular person. My time is demanded from many different places.
Oh.
I don't have time to play your game.
Oh, boy.
All right,
2 sessions is all you get with me.
Speaking of popular, it's
We're
your
losing
turn.
him. We're
Oh,
losing
jeez,
him.
I lost it. All right. That was
All
a
right,
good
well, here we are doing our live show on the blog. Mike's about to talk, but we're first going to say hi to the audience. Hello, everybody.
Woo! Look at that.
Now you can go, Mike.
All right. How many? Okay, this is I don't have too many that you guys didn't cover. Here's a hot take.
Hot take. Mike is not original.
Yes, we need, as a community of gamers, to demand more of our party games. We need to demand more of our party games. Too many of them are lazy, derivative, garbage components. Why can't we get good party games?
That's a good one. That's an original hot take.
They need to be held to the same standards as other genres of games. I feel like we're too accepting of a game that is yet another apples to apples derivative. One person votes. We can do better than that. And I used to be someone that said, I don't really like party games. And that's because so many of them are not good. But over the years of being more open to playing and playing in larger groups, when you get a good party game, they create an experience that no other type of game can. And so I think it's because we have gotten too accepting of not the same standards of other types of games. Make good party games. Don't put out 1,000 what's the word? Derivations, whatever. I just made up a word. Come on, you can do better. Are you with me? Party games? Yes?
Yeah, no, that's
Thank you.
a good one. I agree with that. And it's almost okay.
Huh?
That one's legacy.
Party games. Is there
You're
a
not
legacy?
giving people ideas.
Is there
I do
a
not want a
legacy
legacy
party
party game.
It could be good.
No,
I don't dismiss it out of hand.
I do.
I
A
want.
legacy party game could work. Yeah, absolutely.
I want
It does
Pictionary
work. It's
Duel.
apples
That's
to
what I
apples. I printed out my own cards back in the day.
No, but you got to rip them afterwards.
That's right.
Oh, it's not
1,000 blank white cards.
Okay,
It's
there
a
you
legacy
go.
party
Fine,
game.
Fine.
Done.
Okay. I agree with you. This is a good call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who agrees with Mike?
We already asked him.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I
I
asked
fell
him.
asleep in the
Clams.
hangar.
They
Oh,
love
clapping. Okay. All right. They just at the booth a couple hours ago, I talked to a gentleman who, with his son, and he said the first time they came here, they went around and played 100 games, and then he said to his son, "You can buy one game, your choice."
Wow.
And his son picked Monopoly. Mm-hmm. So that's, and I was amused by that. It was a
He
good
came
story.
alone this year, by the way. We don't know where the son is.
I say this though. No one cares if your kid is good at board games. Nobody cares.
Yes.
Okay? Your kid might be good at sports. I also don't care. You know, in America, people like to brag. I don't know if it happens here. They brag about their kids and their bumper stickers. Like my kid is an honor student or whatever.
There's a bunch of shaking their heads. No, we don't do that here, Tom.
Yes, it's very annoying.
Yeah.
But the number of people come up and they look at, this is my son, he's 5. His favorite game is Agricola. And they're
not
carrying a
pointing to me,
baby. They're like, we're teaching them Pandemic Legacy right now. You know, or a pregnant woman comes up and says, we're already reading rule books so they can learn games.
Yeah.
Kids, let kids be kids. There's all sections here of kids' games. It's not a bad thing if you play kids' games with your children. Mm-hmm. They will remember that. I have yet to meet an adult who says, my father taught me all of Knizia's games. I am so thankful.
Well, I mean, I don't know you needed that example. I think if I had grown up playing Knizia games, I would be much better at math than I am right now. But
that would not be hard, though.
That's very true.
But anyway, so let kids be kids.
Yeah.
They do not need to play the biggest, hardest games here.
I love it. I'm debating if I want to skip one of these.
Yeah. Well, and just to piggyback off that just really quickly.
Oh, okay.
At Essen, they have so many amazing kids games, too. Like, they're making good kids games. We don't need to force them to play the heavy Euros, right? There are some really good kids games out there. So.
Or even family games.
Family games,
Family
yes.
games everyone can play. But I just, let's say at the Eagle Griffin booth, there should not be like dragging your kid and the kid is weeping.
Yeah.
Like you will be playing Lisboa.
They've got stroller parking by Lacerda signing. Yeah, yeah.
All right, my next one here. 90% of bad rule books is actually bad reading comprehension on the part of the gamers.
Oh,
okay.
That's spicy. I'm about to go sit out there with you.
I think there are some bad rule books. There are some, absolutely. I think there's also the fact that some people are really bad at reading. We all learn differently, and they can make one rule book. And a lot of times, a lot of questions asked online are in the rule book. Okay? So this idea that we've propagated that no one has ever written a good rule book. No. That's a very hyperbolic statement that has spread, and now we're all terrified to say a rule book is good. But read more of them. Read them more carefully. They're not meant to be browsed. They are meant to be studied. You got to treat them that way. This isn't like, I'm going to lay down and read and fall asleep, and no, that rule book is terrible. That's not what it's for. So that's my hot take. It's probably my hottest hot take. I can feel that, but I really do agree that.
I don't agree. I don't think.
I disagree strongly.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, he's called us dumb otherwise.
Yeah, no, I do think that there are very bad rule books. And I don't think it's, I think there are people that have issues with reading comprehension. And I 100% agree about the people posting online because I think those are two separate issues.
Sure.
I think that there are people that want to understand how a game works immediately, and maybe they aren't reading it closely enough.
Right.
But I do think that you know a good rule book when you see it, and it's because it's one that is laid out in a sensical order. It's one that does not introduce terms before concepts relating to something that you don't even know what it means. It's one of those things where you know it when you see it, right? You know when you've read a good rule book that you feel like, I have a general idea on how this game plays right now. You're not having to go back and refer to something from earlier in the book because it's like, oh, is this what they were talking about with this mechanism that I've never heard of before, this word I don't understand? I think that there are good rule books, and I'm going to double down. Here's a hot take.
Oh.
I think that it should be industry standard that you have a professional rules editor when you release a game. I think that that should be a standard. You have professional rules editors.
He's stealing your hot take. He read his own hot take.
Pay him a few bucks. It's
like
worth it.
So.
If technical writing is a specific skill, you could be a fantastic prose writer and a terrible rule book writer.
Well, I actually thought about this when I was making my list about should every rule book have a video about how to play? And then I couldn't decide how I felt about that. But what do you think? Should there be how to play for every game?
I think it's a nice thing to offer,
Yeah,
but no,
yeah.
I disagree. I don't think every rule book needs a video of how to learn to play.
It doesn't need it, but it does speak to what you're saying at different learning styles, right? Some
Sure.
people are more visual, auditory learners than reading something. But yeah, no, I'm not dismissing your point out of hand. I do think that there is an issue of people that don't read rule books carefully, that just kind of, and I think it's worse for us that play games a lot, right? Because we go into reading a rule book with preconceived ideas.
There's that. That's
shorthand, right? We've seen, it's a set collection game. Got it. Oh, it's a this type of game. Got it. Because you have all of the scaffolding of previous information that you're bringing into it. But then we also ask for innovation, right? And so it's like, yeah, it's a set collection game, but here's a twist. If you don't notice that twist and you're expecting it to be one thing and it's another, then that's where I think lazy readers.
Ooh, I'm back with you
Well,
now.
I'm just saying, next time you think you read a bad rule book, go back to the beginning, set up the game in front of yourself, go through it with the rule book, and I think you're going to find the rule book is not as bad as you thought it was. The problem is, mentioning kind of what you're saying, a lot of people open a game for the first time in front of 4 other people that they're getting ready to play with, pull the rule book, and start reading from it like it's a novel. Not the way that thing is designed to work. Okay, some people can do it, and more power to you. But it's not that's not how that document works. You got to study that thing. You should set it up. You should follow it. You should make examples for yourself. It's a study guide. It's not a short story.
He actually does do this.
I do, absolutely.
He sets games up and studies them.
Let's just follow that path even further. Let's have reading comprehension questions at the back of the rule book.
I like that.
Right?
I like that.
So what happens when a player...
Right, exactly. You leave Berlin, Germany at 6:42 p.m.
The train is traveling at 50 kilometers per hour.
You never get there. Sorry. I had a bad German train experience.
Yeah, we did. We got train canceled.
But yeah, no, I mean, I think that's a more
clapping for that?
nuanced point that I agree with that. I'll follow you down that road.
There we go.
All right.
All right, back to you. What trash do you have?
My hot take.
That's wrong.
My hot take is that you should never teach people how to play a game by sitting down and reading the rules to them. Kidding. That's what you just said. But I agree. That's a hot take. All right. What do I have left? Almost everything is something you guys said. But I'll put it this way. It's another expansion-related hot take, but it's slightly different, okay? The more expansions that you've released for your game, the less likely I am to want to play the base game. It's like wanting to watch John Wick after they're releasing John Wick 9 in the theaters. I'm like, I feel like I've got too much going on. I don't even know where to start with this. I don't know. There's something psychologically
Even the Marvel
about
movies.
it.
If you never watched one, you have to watch all of them.
Right. There are certain games where if I didn't get in on the front end when the base game came out, like Everdell is an example, right? If I hadn't played that at the beginning, and I know that there's 73 versions of Everdell out there, I probably am not going to want to play Everdell.
Okay.
I don't know. Is this something that anyone has found? Like if there's a lot of expansions for a game, you're maybe a little bit worried about playing the base game? Just me? Yes? No? Sympathy applause? I'll take every bit of it.
A light applause.
That was.
Please clap for the poor man. I don't know. It's a thing that I feel like there's expansion fatigue.
Yeah, that's true.
Sure.
Although I will say at this particular spiel, there's a lot of expansions being released.
There really are, yeah.
A lot here.
Yes.
Okay, on the box we have the number of players, how long the game is, the age of the players, etc. And I always look at that information except the age because that's always a lie.
All 3 of those are a lie.
They're all lies.
That's true.
Right? The time is wrong. It's clearly longer.
Really
Player
bad.
count's probably wrong.
Yep.
There's not really a 1-player mode in it, but it says 1 to 5.
Yeah.
And then definitely the
I want to add another category that should be on the back of the box.
Good.
spicy.
I want table space.
Oh.
How much area?
There, I have seen. I'll let you get your applause. I stepped on your applause. I have seen 1 or 2 occasions where they said you will need a table space of this to be able to play the game with full player count. You're right. I was like, revelatory to me. I'm like, that is so smart. That's really important. Yeah.
There's a number of times I've started setting a game up on a normal 2 meter table, and you go and you're like, this is not going to work. And like Civolution, I love Civolution, but I was like, we cannot. And then people will fit it on. When we're on the cruise, I'm like, that game's not going to fit on this table here. And they're like, watch us. I'm going to hold the board here on my knee. I'm carrying this in my hand. We're going to make it work great. But I want to know, because it matters. If I have a table this size, does the game fit on? It's just a card game. Tell me how much space it takes up, because just a card game doesn't mean anything.
No, it doesn't.
So add that to the boxes. Give me the area.
That's fantastic. I love it. That's great. Okay, if every publisher has passed on your game and you've showed it to a lot of publishers, that is not an indicator that you should then go and kickstart your game. There's a reason they're all passing on your game. And you know what those people do for a living? Publish games. You don't. You're a lovely engineer, but you've never kickstarted a game in your life. You should maybe find out why nobody wants the game. Change that and take it back to them. Or put that thing away, or just play it with your friends. But you don't need to read that as, gosh, no one's made this game and the industry needs it. I've never played a worker placement game I liked, so I decided to make my own. Great, then keep it at home and play with your friends. Okay? Because the rest of us, we love the worker placement games that are out. We don't need your worker placement game. You're going to botch it anyway. You're going to think you can do free shipping, and you're insane. Nothing's free anymore. So just be careful.
This advice is free.
Yeah, well, I'll be charging at the door on the way out. You got to be careful doing this running your own Kickstarter thing, or thinking that because they don't want it, it's because it's a revelation. You should do it yourself. That is folly, my friends. Do not fall in that trap.
There's a couple people weeping right now.
I know. There's a guy back there tearing apart his prototype.
I can't argue with that.
It sounds mean, but it's...
Oh, it's mean.
The problem is that they always like to tell these success stories of somebody who went to everyone and everyone said no, you cannot do it, and then they went and became a millionaire and whatever.
But then you find out that was Jamie Stegmaier, and it's one guy out of 150,000.
Yeah.
But,
right? It's like, oh, you can definitely start your own computer company in your garage. No, that's Steve Jobs. One guy did it. Nobody else did it.
Well, there was Wozniak, too, I guess.
No, I never heard of him. Steve Jobs buried him.
All right. Well, this is going to prove that we don't collaborate with each other on our lists before we do these. So which one am I going to repeat here?
You got 7 minutes.
You're wasting our time.
We have one more, right? All right. So what I was saying is games with miniatures now are actually losing out to acrylic and screen-printed wood components. I'm not painting miniatures.
We know.
A lot of people are not painting miniatures.
Yeah, and we don't have to, by the way.
Right.
It's okay if you don't paint miniatures.
Right. We want acrylic and painted wood pieces in my administration. Thank you.
You know, we're in Europe.
That's all right. I'm bringing a little bit of American flavor to this.
It's a little American politics.
Yeah. No, it's very similar to what you said, is that I really think that we're at the point, and it's not just, and practical reasons are a part of it, right? Larger boxes, more expensive shipping, whatever the case may be. But I think that publishers are getting better at creating these screen printed wood components. I think the rewood components they're doing are amazing. I love that rewood stuff. The acrylic, especially when they double print both sides.
Yes. Got to have the back of the orc.
Yeah, you got to have the back of the orc. It's the side I don't really particularly enjoy. I think that's, I hope, is going to become more of the standard. The games that used to be minis games are now going to be the nice screen printed wood or the acrylic pieces, because I think board games are a tactile activity, right? I've called myself a shallow gamer many times. I like playing with the pieces, and I understand the appeal of miniatures, but I would much rather have a screen-printed wood component or an acrylic piece than a gray piece of plastic, because that's what it's going to be in my copy of the game. I ain't painting it, right?
Right.
So that's where I'm getting at with
I'm going to piggyback on yours because I don't agree with you.
Fantastic.
But mine is also about minis and me picking on miniatures in games a little bit.
Okay.
Okay? I do still like miniatures. I paint a little bit, but they're mostly gray in my copies too. But I do have an issue with this, and that is that miniatures that they keep putting in games need to stop spilling over the edge of whatever you're telling me the base of that miniature is supposed to be on the board. Because it's like, this guy, your hero, he takes 1 hex. Cool. No problem. And then the big boss guy, he takes the bigger hex, right? Yeah. And he's supposed to be in there. You can walk up to a hex next to him and slash him. Yeah, but it's a dragon, and he has wings that cover another 16 hexes to each side, and his tail is off the table, and I can't approach him. So now I'm playing a proper miniatures game. I might as well start measuring, and I hate that stuff. Not for me. So you need to make that dragon fit within the confines that you're telling me he fits within. I don't want to have to go, well, I'm going to rest my guy on the wing, and we'll just pretend he's standing there where he doesn't fit. Now I'm playing Jenga with your minis, okay? I can just play Jenga. Give me wooden blocks for Jenga, not plastic dragons. I'm not a crook.
So essentially what you're saying, and just so I understand, again, please.
Michael has to step on the
Well, I noticed you're not campaigning for me to get applause on my turns. I'm trying to do this. So you're saying essentially that yes.
He needs it, folks. He needs it.
Let him hear it in Hall 2. Yeah.
Hey, we're running out of time.
Oh, yeah. Well, you only have one more, right?
I know.
Oh, well, you'll be fine. So you're saying that the dimensions of the piece can't go wider than its base. You're going to have strangely proportioned dragons, sir.
Why? No, just make the scale smaller.
Okay.
Make the dragon smaller, and then my guy can still be on a big base, but he's small on there.
I'm with him.
Okay. Sure. I was trying to argue, but all right, Tom, what do you got?
Oh, all right. God, this is the best one of all.
Yes, save the best for last, folks.
Okay?
Get ready.
When he told me this, I died.
That's right.
This was the first one I wrote down.
You won't believe number 7.
Right, now listen.
We've never heard this.
If you think that overall, if you come here and you look at all the games, if you think games aren't as good as they used to be,
you're an idiot. Tom Vasel.
No, you've changed and you're jaded.
Oh.
And because games are getting better, and even there's no game here that's the dominating game of this convention. But I would say that if you took the top 20 games here and you introduced them 20 years ago, any one of those 20 would go to number 1 on Board Game Geek. Because that's how good gaming is now, and you just don't realize.
Sucks. That's what Tom is saying.
It wasn't out 20 years ago.
Oh, okay.
How many people agree with Tom that you're jaded?
No. Oh. I'm saying if you think that game, because I meet people, they're like, yeah, they just don't make good games anymore.
Yes.
It's you are the one who changed, not games, because games are getting amazing.
Right.
It used to be, if you came in Hall 4 here, you were entering a dark land of bad games. And there's still some. But there's a lot of amazing games all over this convention. It's not just what 3 publishers are making great games.
Yeah.
There's 100 publishers making amazing games. And if you came in and all the games you wanted are sold out, you can still buy some more good ones. So that's that. That's our hot takes.
Now we sit here for 1 minute and 45 seconds.
No. Yeah. We're supposed to end and get off the stage. We have a booth in Hall 3. Come by and see us before 6. Before 6.
Definitely before 7.
At 6, we have to clean up our booth. But
yes.
And for those who came by, thank you very much. We feel very welcome here.
Yes.
We love coming here. We're more welcome here sometimes than we are in Florida. So
often, yes, much more.
Thank you all. Until next time, I'm Tom Vasel.
I'm Zee Garcia.
I'm Mike DiLisio. Thank you.
Thanks for watching another video here on the Dice Tower. We really appreciate you stopping by and checking our things out. Thanks so much for joining us today. And hey, if you really like what we're doing here at the Dice Tower, then there are different ways to support the Dice Tower. One of those ways is through Patreon. We have links in the description of this video. And we have links to lots of other things we do down there, so definitely check it out. But either way, we're glad you watch us. Tell your friends about the Dice Tower. Until next time, though, I'm Tom Vasel, and I hope you enjoyed this video.